All right, welcome back. Once again, we just recapped Brazil, Los Angeles qualifiers, and now we're about to get into Paris.
Paris, we like to say, yeah.
Sorry for butchering that, guys. Please don't take that out on me.
Yeah, the Paris qualifier was really cool. You saw, I mean, if you guys follow like Winner Stays On and Armhouse streams and just, you know, the DreamHack and a lot of events that happen in the UK and in Paris and London, and you know, a lot of these guys all came out, and it was just a really sick event, and a lot of the top players all showed up and fought it out. And
they had an interesting format for their tournament. I believe they had a qualifier just to qualify to get in to the qualifier.
Right.
Insert certain meme here.
I know, right? Yeah, because you know, like the many different countries in the area, they kind of like wanted to you know, give everybody an equal chance, and so basically, I guess the numbers would have been really big, and it would have been really frustrating to actually run a tournament like that. So they kind of, you know, did them in smaller qualifiers, like you said, to get into the Master Series. Which is cool, you know, that's one way to run it. So it was interesting, and like what was cool though was like watching these smaller qualifiers was also like really entertaining.
Yeah, yeah, players like Starnab. We got to see his Fei Long, you know, one of the best out there. But I think when you think of Paris, there's still a player who is the equivalent in America's eyes as the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah.
And that would be
the Sacco.
The Sacco, yes, of Paris.
Yeah.
And that's Alioune. We've heard about him since Manila. Is that about right?
Right. He's been kind of in the ether. Like people know of him, never seen him type player, you know.
Never heard him speak or anything.
Right.
No interviews.
See some random online matches, and of course he's always like on the state of the art with you know, finding new stuff for Street Fighter. He's always been one step ahead of everybody. So
it's just been crazy to actually. This is the first time I've really seen him play live at an event, and needless to say, of course he qualified.
Yes.
And we'll actually get a chance to finally see this guy play here in the States, December 8th, San Francisco Grand Finals.
That's right. Like, he's coming out, and that's really crazy. Actually, you know, an interesting... This isn't the first time I saw him actually play live. I've seen him play live before, but this was probably a lot of people's first time seeing him play live.
Yeah.
And people kind of like, if you ask a lot of players, like, you know, I'm not going to put anybody's name out there, but if you ask a lot of players, they're like, I just don't know if he's going to be ready for traveling, and they think he's gonna choke. So it's kind of, that'll be kind of interesting to see if that holds true or not. But everybody definitely reveres him, you know, and they think he is like one of the smartest, most creative players out there, and of course he does play Cammy.
Right. Well, I would love to give my thoughts and opinions on how I think he'll do, but maybe I will later. First, let's take a look at the match that he had.
The loser leaves with nothing.
San Francisco.
That's cool.
Right. Tentative game.
Straight in with a jump hard kick. Great reactions from Dre. He's great at that. Brilliant reactions back. What a response. Dre gets his first bar, that's important.
Yeah, early doors as well. We saw him really struggle with Mita in the first game against Problem.
You see that cross up. A closed hard kick.
This seems to be going the way it went when they played earlier in the bracket, which is bad news for Alioune.
Yeah. Dre does have a comfortable lead.
That's a wrap.
Oh, he'll take that. A bit messy, and Alioune spent his final bar just
Look at the
before
meter Rufus has after round one. This is unprecedented. Rufus never has that much meter. That is very, very bad for Alioune.
Bar standing fierce, probably to beat a dive kick as well. Interesting move from Alioune. Alioune spends another bar, he gets back throw though. He gets out of there. He's probably trying an ultra.
Yeah.
This is one frame link again, but The cross-up dive kick. Oh, bad miss from Dre. He's going to be annoyed by that.
Okay, Ali keeping that stun up with the block string.
Cross-up light kick. That's
there
the
we
stun.
go.
Ali brings it back. Dre's not going to be happy with that.
That all happened because of Andreas dropping one combo in the corner after the cross-up.
Yeah.
That would have finished the round. He allowed Ali to get back in, and that's what happened.
1-0. It's 1 round apiece now. Ali just peppering the screen with that far hard kick. Really good move. He's got a comfortable lead here. Just about rolls under the EX dive. Dre is refusing to use bar right now. I'm not sure where it's going to come in.
Misa, yeah.
That's going to be a guaranteed punish.
That's so annoying.
Stays in front with that dive kick.
FADC it. FADC it, man. Come on.
Oh, hard kick. One more hit can do it. Oh! This is close. He gets the cross-up dive kick into the Ultra. What a comeback!
Western Walls, Mad Cats Andreas is a beast.
That's such a blow to Aliun.
He worked so hard for that. Andreas has a sly look over at Aliun. Aliun's best rematch.
Andreas is very relieved at that.
Yeah,
it was kind of an injustice that he missed that one frame link in the corner in the second round.
Yeah. So
he's happy to take
the game should have been over early anyway.
Goes for that,
right, we got hooligans.
Command grab thing.
The filthy
weird
streets
fake
of London.
cross up, really nice. Neutral jump this, and he's looking really good in this round here. Cross up dive kick for the stun.
An angry Aliun appears.
Just goes for the lows, tries to finish him off.
If he, okay, never mind.
Cross up light kick for the round.
You look at the difference in the rounds here. In the first round of the first game, well after it, Rufus had almost 4 bars and now he's only got 2. It shows you a very different first round and second game here.
Very much so. He takes the throw. Oh, a stun from there.
How can she slap?
Is this a... Oh my god! Andreas was
slap?
doing something. The combo got reset.
How can she slap?
I know, right?
How can she slap? It's 1 game apiece. This is
final
final game.
Quick round.
This is final game.
This is the all-important final match.
Taking a moment to think now. San Francisco.
Here we go.
A trip to San Francisco is on the line.
Bar hug.
He really wants that Kool-Aid.
Bar hard punch again.
He's allowing
another drop link.
He's allowing Aliun to control the match at the moment, which is a huge
kicks
problem.
Over his jumping hard kick.
In game 1, Aliun was completely dominated by Andreas, but it's quite the opposite now.
Gets the Messiah kick. What's going to happen? Goes for the dragon. Gets some chip in with that tornado.
Ooh.
Close fist this time. That's a great move. That's a great move. Aliun is close here. Gets the back throw. It's going to be a setup. Gets out of there. Andreas is still in this. He just needs that one guess.
We saw what happened last time.
Ooh. Far hard kick.
Is Aliun finally going to America?
Match point.
Is Aliun finally going to America? The only real interaction we've seen with Aliun in America,
the sweep, wake up EX,
was online when he, I think he played Sanford 20-0 online, which only matters a little bit, but
fist punish.
Now we can really see what he can do if he wins this round.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
He's back on point now.
He's close to stun.
Come on, Andreas.
Gets the Messiah
so
kick.
much block stun, keeping that stun up. Yeah, Aliun making sure.
This is dangerous for Dre. Jump back fist.
Aliun making sure he's off the floor so he can't get comboed into Ultra.
He goes over again. He gets the Ultra.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Cut a little short, but you guys get the picture.
Ultra.
Yeah, you definitely got off that Ultra.
Take my word for it.
Yeah. So congratulate. Well, that was actually losers finals.
Right.
Alioune went on to grand finals against Problem X and lost.
And lost his set. Problem X is, again, one of those UK players who's been around for a long time, and he's amazing Seth player, just ruthless, like and lots of pressure. A lot like if you've seen like Online Tony play, just in the same vein, except maybe a little more patient than Online Tony, but
definitely
he's still just
more,
really good.
If you guys picked up Seth today, you would be more patient than Online Tony.
Probably. But you heard the commentators as we played the vid is like this is going to be Alioune going to United States, and it's kind of big. I think if you're looking for a dark horse in the tournament and you're thinking like who might do it and just nobody would expect, he would probably be one of those guys.
Absolutely. And what does this mean for the grand finals? It means now we have 2 Seth players to look out for. We have Problem X and Punko from Korea.
That's right.
It's going to definitely be vicious. Alioune will also be coming out because he qualified first place in Cross Tekken.
That's right. So he was playing Lily and I forget Jack. Is it Lily Jack or something like that?
Actually not 100%
not
sure.
100% sure. I forget too. But,
yes, it was. Oh, yes, Lily and Jack.
Lily Jack. Yeah, it was a really interesting take on the team too because I've never actually seen like a decent Lily player. So it's actually he uses her a lot like he uses Cammy in Street Fighter 4.
Right.
So it's interesting. It's a cool character.
Right. So that's pretty much all of the qualifiers that we have to wrap up with. But we do have some notes because one just went on this weekend.
Well, actually, before we go there, we do have to talk about Japan a little bit. So why don't
Thank
we?
you. That's why Magus is here.
That's why I'm here, baby. Yeah. But, so, and again, this is one that we don't really have footage to show because it was kind of just done in a different way than the other ones were. But it was a typical standard qualifier where they had all the games. And really, like I think the kind of like the most interesting storyline here is like the Return of the Beast, which is the greatest Street Fighter player of all time. I think that's basically what you can consider him now.
Absolutely.
And that's Daigo Umehara, and he did it with Ryu, and I think he had some counterpick Yun matches that he had to go to.
Okay, but you know what the interesting thing is about that is first off he defeated everybody.
Yeah.
He got first place. Fudo got second place.
That's right.
I mean, it's rare to see Fudo lose in the first place.
It is,
let alone by Ryu or something like that. But one of the interesting stories about this is that Daigo apparently has been going to the arcade every day, waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning to get there by 10 or something, and it just stays there like a full work day, just to practice to get ready for these tournaments.
I mean, you treat it like a job, and you're gonna get rewarded like a job, and you got his payout. And I think he's really, he's really looking at the finish line,
right?
But no, obviously not looking through anybody because he did defeat everybody in the qualifiers. And just to give a rundown of like some of the names that were in there, Mike. I mean, we have like, go ahead,
Daigo first. Fudo second place, Urio third.
I don't think it was Urio, was
it?
It
was.
It was.
Yeah, it was.
And then it was somebody who I didn't recognize. It was a Yang player, I believe, that got fourth.
I can't remember. Then I know
Eita
was there.
Right. But it was like a who's who of the grandmasters of Street Fighter.
With Balrog.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Even Ara with Balrog was in there. Like it was really wild. So, a ton of good players in that one. And
absolutely.
And I'm skipping on who won the other ones. I'm not sure if you know.
I don't have the information right now.
Right. Well, I mean, it's out there, and you guys can go check it on any website. And you can go to Capcom's Capcom Unity site or Capcom Fighters segment and check out what happened there. But Mike, as you said, you wanted to follow up with basically we wrapped up these qualifiers, so we had one more to do.
Yeah, exactly. That just finished right now, which was the London qualifiers.
Right.
And, we're kind of watching some of the matches as they were going on, trying to switch back between you guys and that, and some really exciting results.
Kind of fiery, if you will.
Exactly. Yeah, to say the least.
It was pretty interesting. I mean, we caught the Street Fighter 4 half right there, and I think it was actually first it was Momochi, I believe, that won Cross Tekken.
Momochi won Cross Tekken. Momochi won Third Strike.
He didn't win HD, or he didn't win ST because he wasn't sure if it was the same game or not.
Right, he didn't know what was going on.
So somebody won that one, but then the Street Fighter 4 part was kind of interesting because there was a little contention between two teammates and them having to play, and that was Mad Catz, Western Wolves Reinhardt running into
Mad Catz
Mago. That's right. My goodness. And they had a great fight, but I think there was a little, kind of frustration maybe.
Yes.
In Ryan's side of it. So
I mean, I've talked about this before. There's nothing worse than losing to a teammate.
Right, and you've probably been through that before, where you run into them, and it's just kind of like, why do we have to play each other in a tournament? Like, why did we even come to the same tournament? So that's got to be tough. Like, how do you approach that?
Oh, man. Specifically, I just think of whenever I play with Peter, I think it's kind of different for us because Peter and I are, we're really close friends and stuff, Combo Fiend, of course, and when we play or run into each other in a tournament, if it's early, like really early, we can really just be like, man, like, I don't care to play you, I'll go tell them just DQ me, like, whatever, I don't care.
Because like one of us is going to win, one of us is going to lose.
Right,
so
exactly.
Whatever.
But if it's like later in the tournament, then it really sucks. Like, it's like, all right.
You don't want them to have bragging rights either.
Right, that's the main thing. You don't want them to hold the title over your head.
Because then you're like, dang, he's the best on our team.
Yes, correct.
You have to hold that.
Yes.
So, maybe there was a little bit of that. Maybe there was a little bit of Ryan being like, dang, I really wanted to prove my worth on there. But it was a good fight, and, it just wasn't Ryan's day. But
it really does. And it's really unfortunate. I think one of the main problems is, and I think this is where a lot of the anger would come from, is that, you're at a UK qualifier.
Yeah.
You want to represent the UK here in America or for the grand finals. You want to represent your country. And lo and behold, the UK qualifiers, now you have 2 Japanese players that qualified.
Right, that is
Momochi and Mago.
that would leave kind of a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what? The 2 best players that day won, and that was, like you said, Momochi and Mago.
Mago ended up taking first place.
Right? So, I mean, you lost to the guy who won first place. That's not too bad.
Right, and just to let it be known, Mago has not really won a major out here or anywhere.
Yeah, didn't he like come to SoCal for like a long time?
Yes, and he didn't even win a Wednesday Night Fights.
He couldn't even win a Wednesday Night Fights.
Yeah, I wonder who stopped. Let's not talk about me anymore. We could talk about me all day.
But I bet if Reinhardt came out there, he'd win a Wednesday Night Fights. but yeah, it was an interesting qualifier. Let's leave it at that. And I think that those 2 coming to San Francisco are really going to stir things up.
Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be something you guys do not want to miss, and that is December 8th. San Francisco live Street Fighter 25th anniversary grand finals. Somebody is taking home that car. So is it safe to ask you? I mean, this is completely off the record. We stopped streaming.
Of course, yeah. So where am I?
Who do you think is going to win?
Who do I think is going to win?
I'm putting you on the spot right now.
I love USA.
Yes.
And I gotta go with who I think the greatest Street Fighter player is right now. It's Justin Wong.
Ooh, okay.
I think he's going to win it. I just looking at him lately and talking to him, he is so driven.
Yes.
And he is so hungry. He is literally like, you could just tell, like, he doesn't want to do anything but get better right now.
Right. And actually, I'm going to have to agree with you on that because of the fact I saw the way he was playing here on Friday.
Right. Can you not see this, like, different fire that he's had, like, lately?
This man gets blown up by K-Brad. And on Friday, he 7-0s them.
Right.
Like, it was just absolutely ridiculous. This is a different Justin that we're seeing. And I'm going to be rooting for this guy. And
I am too, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people. I just want to see great matches because, that I think that's what we're going to see anyways.
Right.
But it's like, Justin is just, from what I'm seeing, is really on point. And,
right.
And obviously, I think if he runs into Daigo and we get to continue to see that saga that they've had for the last couple, the last 4 years, they've had this back and forth. It didn't used to be a back and forth battle till lately.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. Justin started fighting back.
He started fighting back, and this could be the rubber match. This could be, who is the best Street Fighter player in the world.
Absolutely. So this is something you guys do not want to miss. Mark it on your calendars. That's December 8th, twitch.tv/Capcom Fighters to catch all the action. And I guess that just about wraps everything up. You guys have all the information and wisdom you need to know who is who and what is going on at the Street Fighter 25th Anniversary Grand Finals. My name is Mike Ross.
And I'm Magus.
And we will see you guys next week.
Take care.
All right.